Alright. You got me. Not saying hello until the stream really starts. Yeah! Yeah. It translates your autism. Hi, MB. Hi, Sam. All right. That's real good. That's a good one. That's a good one. How's it going, boys? How's it going? Today, for me, it's a pretty good day. It's a pretty good day. Ain't ain't working. It ain't working. You tricked it. All right. Let's get into the crux of it. And no, it's not the update on my system. It is this. Look at this glory. This means that it works. Now I did one crucial change. Oh wait, it wasn't full screen. Okay, here we go. I did one crucial change, which is, let's fix it, because I did it from another computer. So the crucial change was here. So here, for some reason, when I was referencing my nose. Okay, when I was referencing the old tag, I was also referencing the old file ID, which is useless because that means that I'm just re-injecting the same thing a second time. So this fixes it. So now we essentially have a full working system. Let me just put the update thingy that runs. We have type check. We have all the fun shit that we want to have. Let's get into, whoops, not what I wanted to do. Bro. Look at this. Look at this glory. 48 million. Million lines. God damn. And if we go into it, like let's go into it's bridge tag that contains the text, I think. Does it? No. Oh yeah, it's this one. Oh, I should have looked at the weight. But yeah, we have a lot of shit stored. And that's really great. Have you checked all the data is good? It looks good. And that's pretty much the best that we can do for now. Without getting insane, okay? That's the best we can do. So, now that we have a working thing, I want to push this. But before that, we need to do... No, I'm memeing. We regenerate a source file and compare it to the real source. That would be fucking awesome. God damn, give me a second. We need that, okay? We need that feature. That sounds insane. But not now. Just take a note and keep explaining your thing. I don't have much to explain. Sorry, I'm going to be... I have something stuck in my throat. So, name shit better. I've done pretty much the whole thing yesterday. Not on stream, I think. Most of it off stream. I went through everything, looked at what made sense, what didn't in that file. The other file, I don't give much of a shit about. We'll fix it when we get there. Oh my god, give me half a second. Okay, I'm gonna die on this one. Anyway, I just want to fix like the config for rough. Because this is kind of triggering me that we have a bunch of shit that I don't want tested for and that are tested for. So I guess this is our file. Now let's just go check what the configs that we have added onto the extensions are. Let's then revert it to default. And let's add them all through the rough.toml or whatever. Can we actually like go to the file of the thing? Or, that's probably here. No? Oh, it's here. Okay. So let's copy that somewhere. And can I like... No, I cannot do... Well, I guess if I do this... Oh shit. It did way more than I thought. Okay. Oh, okay, I get it now. Okay. Alright. So let's get that shit off. It will probably already dissolve. Wow, not dissolve, but remove a bunch of shit that it's normally not testing for. Alright. I guess we can keep it like that for now. It doesn't look like it checks much, but fuck, we'll set it up correctly another day. Alright, that's good enough. Okay, so that's already done. And by done, I mean half-ass done, but who gives a fuck? So, good enough. Okay, so this is done. This, we're going to say it's done. Okay, logging. We really need this. So, let's actually fix the sys thing, if it's not to be used. Do I need this? Yes, I do. Okay. Alright. Like this. Let's run it just to make sure that it works. And if it runs, we're going to push it. Alright, looks good to me. Let's make a commit. Okay. Whew. Where were we last time? God damn. That's a long time ago. Okay. And or 102, right? Episode What the fuck did I just do? Sorry, I just lost something forever. Okay, let me just retrieve it. Okay. Okay, 102. Let's go in the comments. We need to skip a line normally, right? That's how we do it. Okay. So let's just repeat this. Implement type ints. Implement rewrite using a linter. Rough. Config file of said linter added. All right, what else did we do? Implemented runtime type check using g dot. Oops. Using at g dot type check. All right. And also another thing that I did, pointer getter. Well, I guess I can write it. Pointer getter can now get table ID as an argument. It is to be used with get first pointer. This makes code way the fuck more readable. Like, let's just take a look. Well, at least to me it is. Where is it? Can probably just search for pointer getter. That's one place where we could do it, I think, but wait, what the fuck? Oh, it's here. I was able to compress this shit way the fuck more, but why didn't I put it there as well? I can literally just do this. I'm confused. No, it's because I truly thought that I had implemented it everywhere. So it doesn't make sense to me that it's not implemented. Maybe it's just that I had copy-pasted stuff and I thought I fixed it. Anyway, Now we can do this, so we don't have to check if it's a table ID or if it's a join. We can just fucking feed the thing and do get first pointer, and it's either going to give us the pointer or the table ID, which is something that we use in StoreDick. Yeah, that's probably what will happen in MB, but somehow it worked for half the things, so who the fuck cares? Okay, we're going balls in. The new balls deep feature. Easy, almost legible. True! Yeah, I tried to rewrite some things. Fuck. They're all going to look bad. It all looks bad. Fuck me. Like this one, I did I do it on stream? Like this one, I did this, like just to make it clear what the fuck we're looking at. Gay jokes? Did I spread my gay to maple yet? Oh no, I'm gay! Oh, I'm gay! I like the use of intermediary variables. I hate it personally, but I understand that it's like very easy to understand. And sometimes you're just right, okay? MB, I'll give it to you. Sometimes you're just fucking right. Like I look at my shit and I'm like, I want it to be streamlined, I want it to be nice. And then I'm like, okay, I need this shit. I just need it. We're such kids? Yes, we are. Sam, we are. In 6 months, you will thank the past maple. Yep, in 6 months. Like, it feels like every time I say that somebody else is a retard with everything dev related, I'm the retard. Okay? Give me a moment. Alright, alright. Okay. So implement type ins, rewrite using a linter, config file, created config file of said linter, implemented runtime type check using add g type check, pointer getter can now get table ID as an argument. It is to be used using get first pointer. Okay. I feel like there's way more. Oh, well, there's a full rewrite of the documentation in table handling. And before that, we should say renamed, confusing concepts in table handling. Apply. Okay. Do we have anything else? I think that's all that we did. Saying that's all as that we did as if it's nothing. Well, deleted type list.py integrated the code in mobile stuff. Okay. I feel like there's more. Oh, we renamed the thing, right? Okay, so DB handling default was renamed from MySQL to MariaDB. You have 1,015 times as many subscribers on your main channel. Just thank you. It's a big number. It's a big number. No, I don't know. It's hard to do shit on the main channel. Like, I feel like I want to keep that channel for quality, but I also know that I'm going to be eternally, like, disappointed by the views that I'll get there. Because when you do quality, it takes way the fuck more time. Split the function. Functions. No, split the update function into multiple smaller ones in main.py. Split function. True. No, it's just there's like a reality of making content that is just triggering. But hey, it's part of it. There's one thing that I ain't doing, and it's spamming shit content, okay? We're done with that. Have you started preparing the next Linux kernel update? I have not. Where are we with this? What the fuck happened? Okay. Okay, that's cute, but right now I'm in full panic mode, okay? Oh, we're so fucked, bro. Not sheaves. Wait a second. No, that's not the page I want. No, he has not skipped anything. Or maybe he did. Well, he did not. Fuck, dude. We have an RC7, right? That's a thing? Okay, he might push it back. Fuck. I guess tomorrow we're streaming on this. God damn. Fucking hell. We're late as fuck, bro. We're so late. Oh no. Alright. Let's focus on finishing this. At that time, I don't think that we have the previous parser. We did not. God damn. I'm a magician. Okay. So, C est.py is now able to parse, is now able to generate. Fuck. Now. Fuck. Can now handle previous tags. Okay, I guess that's clear. To be fair, it's Sam's fault. He brought up the other channel. True, Sam. We're blaming you. Oh, man. Okay. No, that's bad. Alright, I think we're done. Think. We did so much shit. Holy fuck. Added view. Get multiple. And I guess one thing I want to do before is we have a print that shouldn't exist. Or maybe not. Oh, no. We're good. Okay. Joke's on you. I'm prideful animal that'll give a shit. Okay. I think we're good. Anything else, MB? Whoops. I forgot what the project is. We're parsing the kernel in order to put a bunch of shit in it. I don't even know what I'm doing, okay? No, web app was added here, I think. No? Wait, what the fuck? Where's web? Oh, it's main. What? Oh no, it's been added here. Okay. Yes, I've been doing a lot at it. Okay. Look, if it's missing something, whoever's complaining can go fuck themselves. Let's put all the dots so that it looks good. That's a huge freaking thing. All right. All right, Chief. We're good with that. Or are you parsing the kernel? Okay. Full idea for you. So the idea is that normally when you're on the internet and you want to know shit about the kernel, you have like multiple separate things that you can go and see. Either you go see on Git, where you go see a bunch of shit and you don't understand anything, or you can go to the Linux documentation where you won't understand shit, or you can go to Bootlin where you will see the code that you have no idea what it does and you'll be confused. So my dumbass thought that I could revolutionize the Linux world. In order to do that, what I wanted to do is to unify all of these things together in one thing. The first thing that we need to do in order to do that is to have everything under the same roof. And when I say everything, I mean everything. So the changes to a file, we need to have the relationship between all the variables, we need to have the documentation, we need to have the commits. And when we have all of that, then we will be able to make some cool fucking automated documentation for everything. And we will be able to see things through time change way easier. So normally if you need to know like, oh, when did this specific like function change? Well, not function, define. When did this define change? You will need to go through the version and try to see when this shit like change, when this line changed, and maybe it's not this line that changed, but it's something over it. So now you'll need to check further on. I want to fix this problem too by having us track each item individually and see when the item change, not something above it change. So there's that too that I want to fix. So another way to put it is that I believe that tools like Bootlin underuse the data that they parse. They parse a bunch of shit and they only use it to tag a version to a name and to say the name is there. When in reality, they could do like graphs, right? If we go on my website, let's go on my website. These graphs that I love so much, okay? This big boy. Like this big chunky boy, all right? This could have all been done, like 99% of it, automatically. Because I could have literally robbed all of this from the kernel. I could have stripped it from the kernel. But I didn't, because there's no tool that allows us to do it simply. So, like, there's that to think about. But not only that, like, think about having this that is generated from the kernel, but now let's go one fucking step deeper, like, let's get more insane. You can see when the fucking things were added. When did we have like this feature get in? Oh, that one got into that version. Or you could have like a scaler on top, like a timeline that you could do like shh, and then you see like the things add up under it. That's all trivial to do once we parse the whole kernel. So that's the idea, putting everything into a big database, doing the relations between the things, and once we have done this magical shit, and we've done it good, we'll be able to do a bunch of shit. So the hard part is the parsing and shoving it all in the database that makes sense. After that, the magical PHP and SQL people will make their magic. And by the magical SQL and PHP people, I mean me yelling at my screen and probably somebody coming in the chat once in a while being like, you're a retard, you should do this. And we'll just do this and it will work. So yeah, that's the goal. All right, let's get on research. Let's get on research. Select wanted data where from all table where info is what I want. There is magic SQL query for everything. True! Alright. We need to get into it. Let's get started. We won't do much, but let's at least like get there. Right. Okay. Let's go and can this default just fuck off? Like, is it? It's not my It's not KDE that has this default. Like, this is retarded. I hate Firefox. Fucking hell. Thank Lord. Oh, okay. I'm good. Alright, that's a retarded way to go about things. Okay. So let's do this. Nope. Right, this. Oh my lord. We can just do this. It will be so much faster. Does this really work? For fuck's sake, it does. Okay. Ah! Okay. Well, fuck you then. I guess I can... No, I cannot do this. Right, we're having fun copying links. We're gonna read them afterward, but we're having fun still. Everybody, have fun. Tomorrow is going to be a big stream day. I have the day off, so we're going to do research. So hopefully, I'll do the same thing that I did last time. Hopefully we'll do half of it today, and the day after we'll do the other half, and then I'll have the time to like make the video. We're so fucked. Yeah, but it's because of is it Easter? Or something like that? Like day off? What the fuck? Okay. Have I missed a day? You have not. You have not, my friend. I think it's or either Easter or it's another holiday. So because normally it would have been like yes, but there's another holiday that is like not religious that can be chose by your employer, and they chose Friday. So Friday is like the holiday, but because I don't work, they have to remove, well, if they don't want to pay me double, they have to remove a day. And be like the streamer illustrator. I don't know, did he? He did not! Holy fuck. Traitor. What a treacherous. But yeah, that's why. Alright, let's read the shit. You all know the drill by now. 2 weeks have passed and the kernel merge window is closed. We have a new major number purely because... Okay, we have a new major number purely because I'm easily confused and not good with big numbers. That's a fucking quote that we keep. That's a quote that we keep. Right. We haven't done release based on feature or on stable versus unstable for a long time now. So that new major number does not mean that we have some big new exciting feature or that we're somehow leaving old interfaces behind. It's the usual solid progress marker, nothing more. With our normal release schedule of 5 to 6 schedules 5 to 6 releases per year, and my antipathy to big version numbers, you should basically expect us to bump the major number roughly every 3.5 years. He's such a fucking nerd. And yeah, I don't have a solid plan for when the major number itself gets big, but doing the math, at that time, I expect that we'll have somebody more competent in charge who isn't afraid of numbers to get past the teens. So I'm not going to worry about it. That's very fair. Anyway, despite any lingering .0 release worries the people. Okay. Despite the fact that some people are worried by .0 due to experiences with some other project, this was one of those fairly smooth merge window for me. I define those as the merge windows where I don't have to bisect boot failure on any of my machines. That's fair. Admittedly, this time around, that was because I caught one failure case early before I actually booted into it. Okay, that's fair. But hey, that still technically count as smooth to me. Do we have a meme? Bro. What, you were not subscribed? Maple watching Scott. True! It's Mapleception. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, that's what we need to do. But your mileage may vary, which is why you should now all drop everything, run to your computers, and test build and test boot a shiny new kernel. That's fair. The fact that it all works for me is good. But let's make sure that it works for others too, okay? Just kidding. A leisurely stroll after you're finished chewing is fine. I guess he means like after coding, you don't have to not have a life. Okay. And as always with RC1 releases, there's way too many changes to list individually. So below you'll find just my merge log that gives a very rough idea of what I've pulled and from whom. The really high level is the usual 2/3 driver with the final third being the usual random collection of architecture updates, file system, tooling, and random core kernel code. For a more detailed view, please refer to the Git tree or the good people who track and documents new kernel feature online, allowing me to be my lazy self. Thank you. Thank you. Is he talking about people that like Phoronix, but like us? A little bit? Okay. Mentioned! Okay. We're good. You better be subscribed, bitch. Okay. So, we got a couple of fun quotes off of this. Are the others long? My brain is not there today. Okay, they're short. Fuck it. So I'm not super happy with how big this is. But I'm hoping it's just the random timing noise we see every once in a while where I just happen to get more pull requests one week. only for the next week to then be quieter. Because I don't think we've had a bigger RC2, counting non-merge commits, in quite a while. It might be because of the pent-up work with 6.19 having dragged out that extra week. I guess we'll see how the release progresses. RC2 is also a bit unusual in how the bulk of the change aren't in drivers. Sure, drivers are still a quarter of the diff, but it's only a quarter. Normally, it'd be at least half. File systems, mostly SMB client, but we've got XFS, EROFS there too, are another 25%. The rest, half the diff, for people keeping score at home, is a more mixed bunch with tests, mostly BPF, core kernel, BPF, Arch updates, and networking code leading the charge. Anyway, somewhat unusual stats for RC2, but I think it's just random. Please go test. You think lately go thank it got thanks by Linus. Yes, I was. I have that curse MSATA with 364 and 2 flash chip. Well, first of all, MSATA is already fucking cursed. Let's start at the beginning, okay? No matter what the fuck the value are on it, it is cursed. It's MSATA. Okay, so RC2 was fun. Alright, maybe we've got a triggered Linus here. So RC2 was big. Some of the biggest in recent history. Do we go with Trump voice on this? So RC2 was big. Some of the biggest, they say. Okay. But I suspected it was mainly due to random timing and just happenstance. Not so, because RC3 is big too. Repeat after me. Some of the biggest in recent history. It's bigger than RC2, which is admittedly not unusual itself, because RC2 tends to be pretty small as people take a breather after the merge window, and it takes a while to find issues. But when RC2 was already fairly big, having RC3 to then be even bigger makes me think something is up. Now, the likely something is probably just that 6.19 are dragged out by next week with that RC8 release. So I'm not exactly worried, but I most definitely hope things start calming down. Now, admittedly, one reason I don't worry too much is that a rather big portion of the RC3 is self-test, almost a fifth of the patch, and nothing in the rest really look particularly scary. Many of the commits in here are trivial, small cleanups, or adding hardware IDs, or quirks. There's just more commits than is the norm at this point. So it's still pretty early in the release cycle, and it just feels like a bit busier than I'd like, but nothing particularly stands out or looks bad. Please keep testing. Let's hope we're approaching the calming down period and just haven't quite gotten there yet. Alright. This is kind of starting to stress a bit. Okay. Well, if we were in the VC in Discord, I could do it bang on. Oh, with that Trump impression. No, we're good for today, okay? We're good for today. I'm already sleepy. We're not going to last long. I just want to go through these messages. So last weekend looked very calm for a few days, oh god. Then Thursday it with the networking poll. And then on Friday, everybody else decided to send in their work for the week, with a few more trickling over the weekend. End result, what had for a short few days, looked like a nice, calm week turned into another bigger than usual release candidate. To be fair, that's almost everything comes in at the end of the week is 100% normal, and none of this is surprising. I was admittedly hoping that things would start to calm down, but that was not to be. I no longer really believe that it was the one extra week that we added the fuck. I no longer really believe that it was the one extra week we had last release. I'm starting to suspect is the psychological result of, hey, new major number, and people are just being a bit more active as a result. And that was my first thought. It's been fairly consistent, while RC1 was fairly normal in size at 11.5k commits, not counting merge. We now have RC2, RC4 all being just a bit larger than usual. Not by a huge amount by any means, but enough to be noticeable. Anyway, while the numbers are a bit larger than typical for this stage in the release, it all looks fairly small and benign. For example, once again the self-test update shows up fairly noticeable in the diff stat, and the actual kernel diff looks mostly pretty flat and spread out. So it may be a fair amount of commit, but it's mostly all small stuff. Short log appended, I don't think there's any particularly odd pattern here worth pointing out. Alrighty. I should try to get a Kaizen. Should I try to get... Who is Kaizen? Is it a YouTuber? Okay. And what do they do besides being a bunch of friends and having 501c3 status? Which is cool, but okay. Don't want to trash, but if I don't think that their tool is cool, I don't give a fuck. Zero knowledge encrypted paste. Okay, don't give a fuck. Okay. Okay, that could be cool. Don't care about that. Okay. Okay, that could be cool. Okay, there's a couple of okay things in there, but... I mean... Okay. Okay. I don't care. I don't care. It looks like things are starting to calm down. RC5 is smaller than the previous RCs this merge window, although it still tracks a bit larger than RC5s historically do. I'll still take it as a good sign overall. The diff stat looks fairly normal, half driver, GPU and networking, but usually some serial update too. But on the whole, it's all pretty small. Most of the commits are small few liners. Outside of drivers, it's usual mixed bag, core networking, some file system updates, BPF, cell tests, and some architecture fixes. So while the RCs have trended bigger than usual this release, on the whole, it all continues to look fairly innocuous. Please keep testing. Alrighty. Unimpressed. Alright, I'm gonna take care, Sleepy. I'm awake. Already Sleepy, I'm awake. Okay. Yes, I'm unimpressed by... I'm sorry, okay? I want... When I see somebody like... Okay. Can I just yap for half a second before you go? What the fuck's the point of making a 501c3 for a Discord? Because this is what this is, right? It's a Discord. Unless like we have like some insane insight in there, it's a Discord. Anyway. It's all good. Go sleep, Sam. Go sleep. I should stop. She's probably a good person. I'm assuming it's a girl. I don't give a fuck. Like, oh, you said she. Good. We're good. The issue is a lot of Linux space aren't welcoming. That's what this looks to solve. It's a Discord, not on Discord, maybe. Fucking hell. Okay. I need to answer some things here. Okay, it's a Discord. When I'm saying it's a Discord, what I mean is it's just a... like a standard... like community. Like I don't know what's special about it. I don't know, like maybe it's me that's just like that thinks in like big fucking fashion. But when I do something, I want to have a fucking impact. And when I say an impact, I don't mean like I want an impact like I want to change the fucking world. Yes, of course we all want to change the fucking world. But like I want to target a specific thing, a very specific thing, and fucking boom, and I kill it, okay? That was the goal with the EXT videos, okay? That's why I like them so much. So I maybe I don't get the goal of this. Like, it's just a community. Okay, cool. And now you say, like, okay. The issue is a lot of Linux spaces aren't welcoming. Well, I don't know. Fuck. Who knows? Like, look, all the power to them. I just don't give a fuck. That's the issue. Like, when you say are not welcoming, the big issue that I'm having there is I don't know, like, what type of community this is. So, fuck. I don't know. It's supposed to make it easier to enter Linux. Anybody can enter Linux. I don't know, fuck. Like, my issue is that Linux is often a cult, right? Like, we have this big issue where whenever you start using Linux and you want to meet people that use Linux too, or that likes computers and likes Linux, you have to like conform to a fucking dumb orthodoxy. And if you don't fit it, then you're going to get trashed. But the problem is there's like 15 sect that... Well, join us in VC. We're chill. Fuck. You're in VC for real? Oh no, you're in VC there. Okay, I get it. I just don't care enough, maybe. Like, that's where I want to go, okay? That's where I want to go. Like, I feel like I couldn't have a community where the focus is strictly Linux. VC is voice chat. Like, fuck, am I phrasing this correctly? The focus of my community is technically Linux, but I just feel like there's multiple views of Linux. No, you know what? Let me rephrase how I view things correctly. The focus of my community is not only Linux, but it is having an interest in actually understanding how it works, right? It's a subsect of things. But most Linux communities, their goal is to have their own orthodoxy or like something else. I don't know. But I just feel like if it's the people that are inside of a cult, it's retarded. And if it's these other people, I don't want to be rude, but I feel like it's a little bit loser. I don't want to waste my time with that shit. I want to build something. I want to fucking like go somewhere. Anyway. Maple Circus Cult, enthusiast, curious, Linux connoisseur. No, that's not where we go, okay? I want to... Okay. If we had a community where everybody was like a fucking snob being like, I know more than you how Linux works. Like, it would trigger me. What I would want is that we have a community where, like, this would be the dream, okay? If we have a community with like a couple of people and we're all trying to do some fucking unhinged project like what I'm doing, like we're all fighting to do some dumb shit the best way possible, that would be insane. That would be like the best thing ever. Because we're actually pushing to do something good, okay? To do something that will change the small subset that we care about. I care about people having like a default Linux literacy and being able to like understand how thing works. So let's make a fucking tool that helps. That's the goal, right? I want to revolutionize that small chunk. And I would like that people act like this. Like they actually, what they care about, they actually try to go and fix it. Anyway. Because I don't care about just talking about a thing. I want to fucking finish it. Anyway. It turns out RC5's finally starting to calm things down. This release was a mirage. With memes. With RC6, we're back to many more fixes than are normal for this time in the release. It's not like anything here looks particularly alarming. Oh, we already read that, right? Did we? It's not like anything in there looks particularly alarming, but the fact that that the RC, this release, has been pretty consistently bigger than normal doesn't exactly give me the warms and fuzzies. And it's not because the merge window was particularly big. RC1 was, in fact, pretty average in number of commits. It's just that the RCs have more small fixes than the norm. This time around, file system kind of stands out with noticeable portion of the diff stat being various file system or VFS fixes, ext4, ext, and XFS leading the pack. But it's really pretty widespread. There are obviously the usual driver fixes to GPU, RDMA, and networking sounds, hardware monitor, etc. But in the diff, driver are only a third of the changes. Goddamn. In addition to the file system side, we've got core networking, architecture update, and the rest being random mix, RCU fixes, tooling, memory management, you name it. At the same time, while we have noticeably more fixes than usual, most of it is very small, and none of it strike me as being very scary. A lot of pretty trivial but real fixes. I wonder if some of it is just AI tool being better, and we've hit some bump related to that. It could be. Anyway, exactly because it's just more than usual rather than feeling worse than usual, I don't currently feel this merits extending the release, and I still hope that next weekend will be the last RC. But it's just a bit unnerving how this release doesn't want to calm down, so no promises. Alrighty, so we've read it all. So yeah, I don't fucking know how to feel about this. About this and about, like, communities. But hey, who gives a fuck? Oh, do we have the 7? No, that's not a thing. No, that's not a thing. Alright, give me your article, bitch. Not yet. Next weekend. What do you mean? I'll do research for it. RC7. Oh, in that sense, yes, we're going to have RC7 next weekend, but I'll start right now. Can we have, like, the list of change? We're gonna have some nice memes in there. Okay, that's the biggest fucking... What the fuck is this? What, you wrote this shit? Bro, we need to read this. I guess he didn't. Fucking hell. Oh, okay, that's something from December. Who gives a fuck? Oh man, we're gonna fight with this tomorrow. I fucking hate searching this. Goddamn. It always feels like I'm botching everything. I hate it. Like if I do this, will we have the... Did he do the mega thing where we see the feature list? Oh, thank Lord. Thank Lord. I won't have to kill myself on this. Alright. Alright. I don't know. I think that tomorrow we'll study this a bit more, and I think this release will go for a very fucking lean review of the kernel, not as heavy as last time. Like the big research that we did for PCIe, like it was fun, like diving it too, but it was a stupid waste of time. Like we should have taken all of this time and put it into like making this shit, okay? we should have put it all in there. And we did not. So let's not make this mistake again. Let's go lean. We're going to go through what's interesting. And we'll fucking go for efficiency tomorrow. I'll stock up on meth, okay? Yep. That's all for today. Love you guys. We'll see. Why the fuck is this like that? Oh. We'll see each other tomorrow. Well, if you want to be there. Because I'll be. Like being with you guys. Bye-bye. Okay? Love you all. Love you all. Bye-bye.